stance right here. You can see his knees are bent, okay? Eyes are focused, hands are fairly relaxed, okay? So he's ready to move. His feet are about shoulder width, weight's over the balls of the feet. But this is a good V that he has right here. So he's in a good position so he can move, and he can move either direction because you don't know what direction the ball is going. So you want to be balanced so you can move in either direction. You know, here's a look at the eyes. I talked about stimulus response. They're important for everything, you know, and that's why, you know, we talk about where are you looking? You know, many times, you know, with a player, because I really don't believe players try to screw it up, you know, and sometimes it boggles my mind. It's like, what are you looking at? And I'll ask them, you know, and it's interesting when you ask them, and once you can get their eyes placed, how much faster they will play. And I will always show when we're doing drills or when we're doing anything else, you know, check your stimulus response. How is it? You know, are you really reacting to the stimulus that you're getting, or are you looking at something else and they're distracted in somewhere else that they are looking? You know, here's a little thing I use as far as talk about their vision right here. And you can see right here with the will linebacker, we talk about our read is from the back to the front to the line. And this is where his vision should be when he's stacked in that will position right there. And a lot of the things I will draw up like this so they know exactly where their eyes are and what they should be focusing on. And I'll even point it out to where, you know, if we have a good key on somebody, you know, with a back, because we'll read where the back's offset, we track the back to the mesh, him reading the mesh, you know, how's the ball in the quarterback's hands, what tip does he have, what should he see, you know, when the back moves and his key moves. The next one, if the Sam linebacker out of the box, and any of our linebackers, could be Mike, Will, or Sam, if they are out of the box like you see right here, the Sam linebacker, he's going to key through the end man on the line of scrimmage to the backfield flow. Because that's obviously closer to him, and he has to look through that, because if this tight end comes out to block him, he needs to be able to take him on and, you know, support the run, you know, and that. I'm going to try my pointer here. Need my pen here. So as he's looking through here, he can still, as he's keying, this man right here is the first thing he sees, and he keys back to the backfield. Now he can go ahead and react properly because he can get a good run pass key. And I think one of the most important thing, you know, and it's overlooked a lot of times with linebackers, you know, everybody tries to fool linebackers with run pass, you know, and it's the most basic part of football, defensive football. Is it a run? Is it a pass? And I always try to make it simple for them. So when you look at it, it's like, what is the best run pass key for them? And that's where we always look forward to it. Okay, the next one you see down here is a Mike linebacker. You can see where his keys are as far as where he's looking through. He's looking to the backfield. They'll see the quarterback. They're in a pistol formation, which they are here. And then he's obviously going to see the lineman. But the first thing he's looking at, you know, is it a tight flow, you know, with the running back? Okay, is it a wide flow by the running back? Okay, or is it a pass release? And those will really kind of tell him, you know, run pass a lot faster a lot of times than the lineman, especially if you get the play action look. So he can go ahead and see that. Okay, now run pass keys, the linebacker must read the triangle. We talk about the triangles from the backfield like I just showed to the front. And we are primarily a run defender till we read pass. So the faster we can get them to run pass, they're a lot better. With the RPOs that we see now and things, that's why we really spend a lot of time studying on those. And then when it's a pass, we want to find receivers. We don't want to just drop the spots, even though we'll open to an area. But we want to make sure that we get the zone and we get the depth and purpose. And it's really important to get the depth out of it. And then once we get to our depth and we've controlled our coverage, then we want to see the quarterback. Our quarterback is our final read, and that's where we see the set and transfer to get the interception. Now, the one thing I like to spend a lot of time on with the players is just understanding offenses. You know, in my coaching career, I've coached about 30, I think it's 32 or 33 years on defense. And I coached 8 years on offense and 10 years on offense, whatever it was. And it's been very interesting, you know, coaching back to defense. It's just defense, a lot of players don't understand offenses. And once you understand the offense, they play a lot faster because we talk about we want you to get ahead of the offense. If you're waiting to react to the offense, you're going to be slow and you're going to be behind. So we talk about how can we get you to play in front of it. First thing is, like we talk, when a quarterback takes a one-step drop, the ball's coming out right now. And the route's going to be at 5 and 6 yards. Well, if our linebackers are lined up at 5 yards, they don't really need to drop. They need to push faster to the receivers. So that's on the one step. When they see that 3-step by the quarterback, the next one, now the routes they know we want them to get depth as a quarterback gets depth. We talk about the quarterbacks putting money in the pocket, in the bank, because he's got to get away from the line, and it allows the receivers to get to their depth 8 to 12 yards. And then when they take that real deep drop, when they take that 5-step, and it's usually on second and longer situations you see, they take that 5-step drop. Now you're going to see the deep crossing routes. And all this information tells the linebacker, where's my drop? If it's a quick one, I push to the receivers. If it's a 3-step, I got to get depth in my drop. When the quarterback's dropping, work for 10 to 12 yards. And if it's a 5-step, I can go ahead and work deeper in that. And always down in distance will dictate a lot of that.